Shalawam, shalawam. Just gonna double take the audio right quick. I apologize, the last camp I had the microphone facing the opposite direction, so that's why I had poor audio quality. God. So before I begin, I would like to go ahead and give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi, BAHASHAM, Qadash. Double honors unto the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, the men I do learn this truth from. This is the brother Yeshaya, and to go ahead and jump straight into it, we're going to open up with the book of Romans, chapter 9, verse 16. So then, it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of God that showeth mercy. So it has nothing to do with us. Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi, that's who gets to decide who's going to receive mercy and who doesn't. You see? It ain't about how many times we come out here. It ain't about how many times we click a live or hit upload. It's about Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi's mercy. It ain't about us. You see, we're just simply doing what we're called to do. You see? As the scriptures say, the unprofitable servant. Let's grab that one. Because this ain't about us, man. I can come out here and that doesn't mean I'm saved. I have to receive that crown of that uncorruptible crown or incorruptible crown. We'll grab that one too. Rawchaa. That's how you know you receive salvation. Because right now, hey, we're all corrupt. Our bodies are set up to end, you know? Each day, each heartbeat, each breath is literally closer to your death unless the Lord has destined you to receive that incorruptible crown. So let's grab that one. 1 Corinthians 9 and 25. And every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. So to be well-rounded. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible. So a lot of these people, man, they glory in their possessions, their physical possessions. That's what y'all glory in. Y'all don't glory in the heavenly things. Y'all don't care about reading the Bible. Y'all don't care about praying. You see, y'all don't care about fasting. Y'all don't care about Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi. Because y'all corruptible people. Y'all's minds have already been destroyed. As a man thinketh, so he is. And that's why, hey, we are the hopeful elect. We think we're going to be saved, right? So we got to continue to put out our actions towards that salvation, you see? But there's nothing we can do to justify us ourselves. We need Yahawashi. That's the whole purpose of the cross. That was the whole purpose of Yahawashi being that sacrificial lamb for the nation of Israel. We went into this last camp, you know, and if any demon wants to come up out of Rawchaa, you know, we can just cut them real quick and go. They can go on about their business. Now let's go ahead and grab this other one. Let's jump into Luke chapter 17. Let me see where I want to begin with that one. This is going to be Luke chapter 17, verse 7. It reads, let's grab that in the NLT. Luke 17 and 7. When a servant comes in from plowing or taking care of sheep, does his master say, come in and eat with me? No, he says, prepare my meal, put on your apron, and serve me while I eat. Then you can eat later. And does the master thank the servant for doing what he was told to do? Of course not. And the same way, when you obey me, you should say, we are unworthy servants who have simply done our duty. So that's what you see right here. I'm unworthy of salvation. That's what mercy is. You have to have a man's mindset. A lot of y'all are weak. Y'all want to be given the most for doing the most minimal. You see? And what really am I doing out here? I'm just teaching the Bible. But y'all failed to crack open the books. Y'all failed to crack open your ears and listen. You see? And so it will be justified why the Lord Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi comes back to destroy Israel. You see? It's justified. But as well as it's justified that the portion, the remnant that's going to be saved, hey, that's because the Lord said so. You see? We're simply doing what we're called to do. That's it. I mean, what else do we really got here? I've already made the statement. Everything here is corrupt. It's set up to have an end. Everything here. The only thing that isn't is the elect of the nation of Israel. You see? And you elite demons. I have the sign right here. You elite demons who will serve us in your captivity. You see? You elites, they're going to serve us in the kingdom of heaven. That kingdom of heaven will be here on earth. You see? But you elites, hey, y'all gonna go, y'all are subject to captivity, just like the elect have been subject to eternal life. And the rest of Israel will be born under our lineage. You see? So we're just doing what we've been commanded to do. And since we're in Luke, let's jump back a few chapters. This is going to be Luke chapter 14. And the connection, of course, is off. That further proves the point. Everything here is corrupt, man. The connections, everything's trash. But this is Luke 14 and 23. And the Lord said unto the servant. So, hey, continuing with the theme that we're called to be servants to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi. And the Lord said unto the servant, go out into the highways and hedges, and compel them to come in that house, and that my house may be filled. Now let's grab this word compel. It says necessitate, constrain, by force, threats, hey, entreaties, permission. And there you go. Hey, we're calling out, we're crying out to the nation of Israel to repent. You see? Hey, all you other nations, you don't have that option. You have no option but to go into your captivity or straight up die. And then guess what? Be reborn as a servant to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi and his people. So, hey, that's what we're called to do. Compel you Israelites to come and receive your salvation. If you be of the elect. Because that's the only one who's going to really hear this message. The rest of you Israelites, y'all ain't with it. And that's okay. You're serving the Lord by being against him because you were created perfect in his eyes, to be perfectly wicked. So jumping back, Romans 9 and 16. So then it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of God that showeth mercy. So there's nothing we can do but live our lives and hope for the good. You see? Of course, repent, first and foremost, which means to have a change of heart, a change of mind. But that takes the Rawchaa Qadash, the Holy Spirit. That's not just because you woke up and decided to repent. The Lord allowed you to come in to this thing we have. Let's go ahead and jump into Exodus, because in Romans 9 it makes mention of what Yahawah had spoke unto Moses. So this is going to be Exodus chapter 33 and verse 19. And he said, I will make all my goodness, let me go ahead and close up the camera up close. So auto on Rawchaa, it could function a lot more smoothly. You see, that wind ain't no joke, man. Proverbs 30:4. Who has bounded the winds in his fist? We'll grab that just to make sure I'm not butchering it. Who has gathered the wind in his fist? Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi. I'm gonna flip the camera just so I can get the audio right. There we go. Or actually, let me just flip it. We'll keep it like this. Spirit's telling me to keep it like this. So we'll do that. We'll tuck this away so it doesn't fly away. And just like that, the Lord had my signs come in on time, because now we got weights holding them down. So Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi. You know, I still got signs even though the prince and power of the air is having this wind come in heavy. It's right there. That's a good angle right there. So, continuing with the lesson. Proverbs 30:4. And it reads, we'll jump to the blue letter, it's a lot quicker. This is Proverbs chapter 30 and verse 4. Who hath ascended up into heaven, or descended? Who hath gathered the wind in his fist? Who hath bound the waters in a garment? Who hath established all the ends of the earth? What is his name, and what is his son's name, if thou canst tell? So that's a key right there to know the names are very important. You see? Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi. You know, of course, the Lord, Yahawah, had sent Yahawashi. Anyways, and that's the point I really wanted to make. Who gathered the winds in his fist? Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi has complete control over the winds. And to prove that, let's grab this one. Mark chapter 4, verse 39. And he arose and rebuked the wind and said unto the sea, Peace, be still. And the wind ceased, and there was a great calm. So Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi for opening up our spirits to this information. Because a lot of you jakes, y'all get scared. A little thunderstorm, a little hailstorm, y'all feel like y'all ready to run away. You know, like the three little pigs, they run into that brick house. You see, that brick house is Yahawashi. This wind can't really touch us unless the Lord allowed it to. You see? Of course, Satan had it to where, you know, it's vexing, but this little charger piece, it's all fucked up. The screen on my phone cracked, but hey, this got to continue to be pushed despite what you're going through. You know, let's grab this one. But yeah, man, you got to maintain. That foundation is Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi. 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 12. Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you. But rejoice, inasmuch as ye are partakers of Yahawashi's sufferings, that when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy. If ye be reproached for the name of Yahawashi, happy are ye, for the spirit of glory and of God resteth upon you. On their part he is evil spoken of, but on your part he is glorified. And that's what we're called to do, is glorify Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi. We can never do it enough. And that's how you know this is a spiritual thing, because the moment I finish up with the precept and I want to break it down, another one hits me. You know, say, hey, as long as the Lord allows me to continue, let's go ahead and grab it. Because these are very straight to the point. But of course, this milk is very, It's a lot to take in if you're a new listener. You see? But that's what is that? Let's grab 2 precepts. Let's go ahead and grab this one because, that's the spirit. 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 2. As newborn babes, desire the sincere milk of the word that ye may grow thereby. That milk, this is the wisdom. The wisdom and knowledge of this information. With all that thou gettest, get understanding. Let's grab that. And we'll slow it down just for the sake of the listeners at home. You know, for those that are keeping up the Wadi Yahweh BAHASHAM Yahawashi. Now, this milk, it's important to seek the word. Desire this sincere milk. How shall a young man cleanse his way? We cleanse our way by reading. Blessed is he that readeth. The Lord is dealing with you if he's allowing you to receive this message through the Bible. Because obviously I ain't coming out of my own book. And in the making of many books, you know, there is no end. If I'm quoting that correctly. You know? But this information, man, it's going to be constantly pushed on this earth because we're in the last days. It's evident the glory days are over. Babylon has lost its glory. And we're waiting for them angels, for brothers, we're already telling you Babylon has fallen, but we're waiting for that hour when all destruction breaks this place apart. You see? But we're desiring this sincere milk. That's why we keep bringing it. And there you go. Let's grab this other precept. Yahawah BAHASHAM Yahawashi. Yeah, it came back to my mind. Sirach chapter 43, verse 30. When ye glorify the Lord, exalt him as much as ye can. For even yet will he far exceed. And when ye exalt him, put forth all your strength, and be not weary, for ye can never go far enough. So we can never do too much. The Lord will always exceed the way we describe him. There truly is no words to describe the power of Yahawah BAHASHAM Yahawashi. That's why it takes the spirit. The only way you can receive it is if something spiritual were to occur. You see? To these people that don't have the spirit, we're just men out here talking. And like a carnal nigga like, what's his name? Vocab Malone would describe us wearing dresses. The same Bible that he claims to believe in speaks of these garments. The border of blue fringes, this is my culture. You see, but y'all told me I'm a Mexican, I'm a Hebrew Israelite. And that's what these people are in fear of. They're in fear of an Israelite being aware of who they are. Because truly we are the gods of this world. Even Yahawashi, who this world ignorantly calls Jesus, told us this. But of course they had to whitewash it. Being the red devils that they are, they had to whitewash it and make it to seem as if Jesus is for everybody. They didn't see the whole picture. Esau gave you a snippet of what the Bible, what the gospel is about, but the entire book is the gospel. The entire Bible is the good news. And as I mentioned earlier, it's for the Israelites. That's who I am. I'm a Hebrew Israelite. You see, and if you want to get technical, Yasher Allah, a son of God, a prince of power. You see? And it truly depends on the timeline you're in. Because, we were Adamites. We were sons of God. Because they separated in the days of Adam, men into 3 categories. You see? And at that time period, we were the sons of God. You see? And then we went down onto Noah, down to Shem. You see? Now we're here. Down to Jacob, whose name was later changed up to Israel. Shem, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. Adam, the lineage, man. That Matthew 1, it goes into Yahawashi's lineage. Being an offspring of David. But we're called to glorify Yahawah BAHASHAM Yahawashi. That's another reason why we can't just drop the name. That's how you sellouts operate. Y'all want to drop names. Y'all want to drop pieces and information of this doctrine, this sound doctrine. Y'all want to put the puzzle together with missing pieces. You're wasting your time. It's all vanity. You need the whole picture. You see, you need to see the whole picture. And us having 100% truth as the body of Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi, we all play an important role. We're all important pieces in the eyes of the Lord if we be those men. See? So you got a brother out here in San Angelo, Texas. You got brothers out in San Antonio, Texas. You got brothers stationed beyond Texas, beyond America. You got brothers in Australia, brothers in Mexico. You see, brothers in Korea. You got brothers all over, man. That's the part of the scattering that's constantly being mentioned of throughout the scriptures. And when you get into Tobit 13, it tells you why we teach among all nations. And why, in Acts, it tells you why they gathered Jews from among every nation. Because that's who the Lord wants, is the Israelites. So let's jump back to the lesson. We had read Romans chapter 9 and 16. We're going to jump back to Exodus. I believe I hadn't grabbed that yet, so we'll grab that one. Exodus 33, verse 19. And he said, I will make all my goodness pass before thee, and I will proclaim the name of Yahawah before thee, and will be gracious to whom I will be gracious, and will show mercy on whom I will show mercy. That's Yahawah's words. Who this world calls God. He has a name which is Yahawah, and he's going to show mercy unto the Israelites that deserve, or that he chose to have mercy upon. You know, make no mistake, we all fall short of the glory. But we would, hey, if you're a sincere believer, you would rather be caught doing the Lord's work. You see, when Yahawashi returns like a thief in the night. You see. And we'll go get more into that here in a few. But let's go ahead and grab Lamentations chapter 3 and 22 to continue on with Yahawah's mercy. It reads, it is of Yahawah's mercies that we are not consumed, because his compassions fail not. So anything Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi does, it's not going to fail. You see, that's why you're still standing on the earth. If it were up to the Lord, and if he truly wanted it to go this way, he could just take you off this planet in an instant. You see? But by keeping his word, here we are maintaining as the elect of Israel, if it be our lots, for that salvation that is guaranteed, for that destruction that is guaranteed to this planet, or this land, I should say, because this earth is going to abide forever. That heaven that's spoken of in the Lord's Prayer is going to be here on earth, back in the fatherland, the land he always promised to his people from the beginning. And that book you so-called Christians love to throw away all the time, toss around like it didn't matter. Because y'all love to get those tattoos of Proverbs, you know, Psalms, whatever it may be. But y'all are quick to say the Old Testament's done away with. As if the Lord just changed up. As if the Lord said, nah, none of those writings mattered. That's blasphemy, man. That's going against the Lord. That's trying to be choosy. Let's grab this verse. Revelation chapter 10, verse 10. And I took the little book out of the angel's hand. So the messenger's hand, it's spiritual. The little book being the Bible. I took the little book out of the angel's hand and ate it up. Now there was no fork and knife, there was no plate, and you warmed up the food and you ate it. No, this is the Bible. You receive it by digesting it. It says, and it was in my mouth sweet as honey. And that's why the Bible refers to this word as milk and honey. That floweth with milk and honey, this wisdom, this knowledge and understanding. It says, and as soon as I had eaten it, my belly was bitter. Because, hey, as soon as you actually receive the true message of the Bible, you start to realize there's a lot of death that comes with the return of the Messiah. A lot of bloodshed. Just like it's been a lot of death and bloodshed when it came to us serving these other nations. Esau took this land by force. So guess what? Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi is going to take his world back by force. To hell with America. Yahawashi said, I'm going to destroy your land, and I'm going to take my people up out of it that are worthy of salvation, that I chose to give salvation to, and they're going to be placed back in the fatherland. You see? And he's going to destroy this place. Ain't going to be no remembrance of great Babylon. All right, let's get back to the lesson. This is gonna be 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 13. But we are bound to give thanks always to God for you, brethren, beloved of the Lord, because God has from the beginning chosen you to salvation through sanctification of the Spirit and belief of the truth. Now, the Hebrew for the word true or truth would be amah. That's where in today's times you got the word math. 1 + 1 is 2. So the Israelites, the elect to be specific, are going to be saved because that's what the Lord always had declared and sanctified from the beginning, the elect. You know? And since we mentioned the word truth, I'm going to jump into John 16. This is John 16 and verse 13. Howbeit, when he, the Spirit of truth, so when the Spirit of truth, which is the Rawchaa Qadash, is come, he will guide you into all truth. And that's through correction. That word truth, a synonym would be correct. For he shall not speak of himself, but whatsoever he shall hear, that shall he speak, and he will show you things to come. Amos 3 and 7. That's how the Lord reveals it to us through the Spirit, these secrets. And that's the glory of Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi. Yahawah can conceal a matter, keep it hidden from you people. You see? Just like, hey, 2/3 are truly, this truth has been concealed from 2/3 of Israel. This truth has been concealed from the nation of these other nations. You see, of course, we understand the elites. They understand what's going on. They understand why they got a space force. You see, if you can tell by the sign right here, let's go ahead and show it on camera for the viewer at home. You can tell by this sign right here, the nation of Israel will be gathered up through them chariots. You see? Not any other nation will be gathered up. The rest of y'all will be, hey, if you are gathered, you're going to go straight into your captivity, Esau. You see? That's what the Lord's going to do. Gather you just to simply serve us. Hey, we'll grab a precept to back this up. Because Yahawashi, he didn't get on that cross just to be mocked by you painting up images in the Renaissance period of Caesarea Borgia. As it states in Maccabees, laid open the book of the law, the heathen sought to, we'll grab that one too. And this other one. This is going to be 1 Maccabees chapter 3, verse 48. And it reads, and laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images. And that's why you see a so-called Jesus Christ depicted as a Edomite, a so-called white man who is read as described in the Bible. You see? It says, the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images. They're proud men. And this is what the Lord's going to do. Luke 20 and verse 43. Actually, we'll jump up a few verses. Luke 20. And we'll jump to verse 41. And he said unto them, how say they that Yahawashi is David's son? And David himself saith in the book of Psalms, Yahawah said unto my Lord, Yahawashi, sit thou on my right hand, till I make thine enemies thy footstool. So Yahawashi is waiting in the heavens on the right hand side of the God of the Ancient of Days, the King of Terrors. Yahawashi is sitting till he comes and makes you enemies, you other nations, his footstool. So he makes, hey, you're gonna be working while he gets his rest. You see? That's when the elect of Israel will receive their rest as well. That's part of the glory. To have rest. Finally have it. Because, hey, we're called to depart from here spiritually. This is not our rest. You see? There is no rest here in the valley and shadow of death. Let's go a little bit. Let's go into Jeremiah. This will be Jeremiah chapter 30, and we're going to start at the top with this one. The word that came to Jeremiah from Yahawah. So, hey, this is a continuing theme. Yahawah had to deliver this message unto Jeremiah the prophet, saying, thus speaketh Yahawah, God of Israel, saying, write thee all the words that I have spoken unto thee in a book. And this is that whole roll. This is part of it. Prophetic teachings were throughout the scriptures. Prophetic writings. You see? Prophetic writings, you know? Verse 3, for lo, the days come. So this hasn't happened yet. Or Shalakia, this has happened. For lo, the days come, saith Yahawah, that I will bring again the captivity of my people. So Israel has been held captive up until this day. Israel and Judah, saith Yahawah, that I will cause them to return to the land that I gave to their fathers, and they shall possess it. That has to occur still. We're in captivity, and we have to be gathered to be brought back to that promised land. And these are the words that Yahawah spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah. So concerning the northern kingdom, the Latinos and Native Americans, and concerning the southern kingdom, the so-called Negro. For thus saith Yahawah, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. And so our people are in a very low position. And since I mentioned that, the Spirit's telling me to grab this one. This is why the Lord has us in such a low department, so to speak. Such a low spirit. Here it is. Proverbs 34 and 18. Yahawah is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart, and saveth such as be of a contrite spirit. Now I'm curious. I want to read this in the NLT. Psalm 34 and 18. Yahawah is close to the brokenhearted. He rescues those whose spirits are crushed. And that's why the Lord does not care for the rich of my people and the rich of these other nations, man. Because they benefit off of us being in a broken spirit. You know, Jake waking up to jobs they don't care to do. Putting up with these heathen as their manager, boss, / whatever. Being pulled over, constantly harassed. Because Satan has control over that. You see, but that's why the Lord gave us this weapon, this spiritual weapon to fight back. We learned, hey, we don't gotta get carnal with you people the way you intend for us to do. That's the only reason you mess with us. You prefer us to be carnal men. And all the media is a great example of that. You ain't gonna see a post of brothers highly elevated gone viral, because this truth is not a viral thing. You see, it's gradually getting stronger and bigger. The Lord's about his gradualism. Because what you see on the left hand side, you see Esau practicing that as well. Slowly, quickly actually, now that we're in these the last days since Yahawashi was on the earth, this world has gotten worse quickly. But the Lord, back to the point, he's with the nation of Israel. Those that put their trust in him. He don't care about somebody that just calls on whoever and does whatever. That's like an ignorant child. How could you reward your son if he's calling somebody else a dad, father, whatever, whatever the case may be? And like it states in Judges, go cry unto the gods ye have chosen. That's the Lord's attitude towards you Israelites that refuse to accept him. So go cry, because y'all crying. Hey, just because you're in that broken-hearted spirit doesn't mean the Lord's with you. You got to receive the names. You got to receive the spirit of the Lord and hope to keep it. That's the spirit King David was in. He was in hopes that the spirit wouldn't leave him. So that's what we got to remember. There ain't no reason to get all puffed up when you learn something. You see? The best thing to do is if you learn something, go and teach others. That's having the fear of the Lord. That's like the parable with the talents. You receive this payment in spiritual, through the spiritual money, and you're like, man, I got to get this out of my savings real quick. And I've been reading this, I've been studying this, my spirit's been meditating on this. I got to go tell somebody about this. And that's what truly brings us out here. That's the only reason we're out here. Freely ye have received, freely give. If we want to continue to keep receiving, we got to continue to use this. Use this information. Don't be useless. And actually receive it for yourself first and foremost. That's the first step to being somebody that's going to teach another. You got to receive it yourself. And hope that the Spirit's with you to receive it. That's the only way you can teach, is if you can actually understand what you're going over. So jumping back with Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 5. For thus saith Yahawah, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. Ask ye now, and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. That's describing Jacob's trouble. This world has yet to see a time like to come. So as a woman giving birth in that pain, a man's going to feel that. That's how much pain the nation of Israel is going to feel during Jacob's trouble. Verse 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble. But he shall be saved out of it. He is Jacob and the remnant of Jacob. But I seen this in the NLT, so let's read it. Jeremiah 30 and 7. In all history, there has never been such a time of terror. It will be a time of trouble for my people Israel. Yet in the end, they will be saved. And there you go. You're going to lose some people on this side. That's okay, because everything we lose on this side, we're going to gain in the heavens. Verse 8, back in the KJV. For it shall... Oh no, Salaki, we'll drop it right there. Let's go ahead and go to this other verse that I had in mind. Here it is. Psalms 46 and 1. And this is the key point on why we're going to be saved if we have faith and we have works to back that up. We have actions to prove that we're sincere. This is Psalms 46 and 1. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. So in that troubling time, Jacob's trouble, Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi got us. You see, we're not going to be like the rest of Jacob's suffering. You see? And here's why. Here's why. Let's go ahead and jump. Let's jump to Revelation 3. Revelation 3 and 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience. Because you suffered for Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi, as he suffered for you. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. And there's the other sign right there. Let me see how they got you. Right there. The mark of the beast. You know, I'm going to say it funny just in case, you know, this video gets flagged for whatever reason. You know, Esau has a very emotional spirit to where anything that offends him, he has to discredit it. He has to claim you don't know what you're talking about. You know, that's how these demons approach. They come up with no substance, and but their feelings. That's it. You see? Because as brothers, we're called to have emotion. You know, we naturally have emotion, but we're not called to be emotional. You can't value the things that you feel over the things that are real. You know? Not to be all rapidy, whatever. You know, that's just how it came out. You know, we can't value the things we feel over the things that are real, which is this truth, this correct teaching that comes out the Bible. And that goes for you sisters too, because that's definitely the spirit on our women. Our women get caught in their emotions. That's when they start to, you know, wild the fuck out. And that's how children are. That's why the scriptures call for us to be men. They're stoic men. That's what the elder apostle Gabar always goes into. Stoic means you don't show any signs of what you're going through. You see? Now out here we may be a little bit animated. Or, you know, me for example, I could be very animated. You know, but it is what it is. We just have our purpose in this lot, and we hope it can further drive brothers to do the works, man. That's all we're here. We want to see servants, because hey, I'm gonna grab this one. If these signs will stay put, it worries me. You hear them moving around and whatnot. But let me grab this verse before I jump back to Jeremiah. Or before I jump back to Jeremiah here in a bit. This is the fruit. This, you know, seeing brothers come into the faith, that's a beautiful thing. You see? So let's go ahead and grab this verse. This is going to be Matthew chapter 9, verse 37. Then saith he unto his disciples, the harvest truly is plenteous, but the laborers are few. Pray ye therefore the Lord of the harvest, that he will send forth laborers into the harvest, or into his harvest. So the Lord being Yahawashi, and the harvest being gathering the elect of the nation of Israel. You see, we got to hope that the Lord continues to use us, you know, to draw in you men and women that are going to be of that salvation, partakers of that salvation Yahawashi has promised us. You see? So that's what, you know, the harvest being reaping the benefits that come with learning the truth and being in the faith. Because the Lord ain't going to just overlook what we've been doing, what we've been accomplishing through him. You see, he already knows. He sees every bits and details in our lives. It's all played out. It's already been done. The victory's already been set for Israel. It's already been happened in the heavens. Now we just have to see it happen here on earth. You know? And what I mean by in the heavens, hey, the elect are already written, you know, to receive. That they're already here. The Lord knows where they're at, and he has them protected. You see, as far as we've made it, hey, if we can only hope and believe that we're them. But we just got to keep fighting, man. Maintain. Keep what thou hast. Let me grab that one too. Revelation 3 and 11. Behold, which means to look. And this is in red letter, Yahawashi speaking. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast. And that's a word of comfort right there. I come quickly. That means he's going to be here very soon. That doesn't mean, hey, I'm not going to show up. You know, I'll be there when I be there. You know, that's not the spirit Yahawashi is in. He's in the spirit that he's ready to come back. You know? And we're in that spirit of he's already here. So we're acting accordingly to the best of our ability. That's being mindful. That's meditating on these things. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. So hold on to what you've already received and keep it. Hey, Satan is desiring to sift you. We got to remember that. That's an important remembrance to why we got to maintain. It's a constant battle. Whether we're out here teaching on the front lines, or we're back in the lab studying, you know? It's a constant fight. And many are called, few are chosen. So a lot of y'all have been called, but only a few of y'all are going to make it. So that's what we hope, that we're the ones that are going to make it. And that's what you got to hope in. You can't expect somebody else to want the salvation more than you. You got to want it for yourselves, man. You got to be a brother to yourself. I want to see my brothers make it, but they have to want it more than I want it for them. Just like me. I can't expect somebody to want it more than I want it. Because guess what? That's going to lead to my downfall. As well as others if they decide, you know what? And we're going to grab a precept to back this up. We'll get back to that. But, keep what you got. And that's the spirit, because that was literally the next verse of what I was reading. Yahawashi, you can't make this up. Anyways, Revelation 3:10, we'll read it once again. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation. And that's that mark of the beast. When they're going to force Jacob in a corner by having a troubling time, the Lord's going to force you into a corner. And you're going to have to make a decision. Who are you with? Were you with the Lord the entire time, and are you going to continue down that way, that path, that very thin line of that's going to lead to your salvation? Or are you going to just give up, throw the towel in? We should already have the answer if we're the elect. You see? And now we just gotta hope that we partake in that affirmity, that standing strong, standing firm for Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi, to not fall for the trap, which is known as the sea hip. You see, for those that are in the know. And for those that are not, man, I already showed the sign on camera. And for you people out here that may be listening, that's what it is, man. Because they're going to force this upon our people by the ways of, what is that? A currency system. A currency, a form of money. They're going to take away the value of your dollar bills. They're going to be worth nothing. Your credit card, debit card, that don't mean shit. That credit system's going to be implemented through a grain of rice. That is a form of technology that will be pushed into your flesh. That's the best way I could word it, by dancing around straight to the point. Dancing around, the certain words that are going to be prohibiting this video from going out or staying put. But let's go ahead and the hour of temptation which shall come upon all the world. So not only the world of Israel, the entire earth is going to have to see Esau ready to devour you if you don't get so-called right in his eyes. Because that's all wrong in reality, to serve men. Put your trust in men, that's blasphemy. That's crazy. It says, to try them that dwell upon the earth. Verse 11, behold, I come quickly, hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. And there you go. So don't let Esau, don't let your own woman, your own children, your own people, don't let them take what you got, what you've been working so hard towards. You see? Because those final results, man, that's all that matters. Hey, what you're doing right now is not going to be worth anything if you fall off. You fall out this truth. You see? Since I mentioned that, let's grab a precept on that. Because you don't want to fall off, man. Everything that you're doing now would be vanity. Even if you're serving the Lord right now, it'd be vanity if you fall off. And the Lord is merciful. He does have certain brothers that he may bring back. But that's not the lot you want to play with. You don't want to tempt the Lord. You're better off dead. So let's go ahead and grab a verse right quick. Let's grab Sirach 6:20. She is very unpleasant to the unlearned. So wisdom. He that is without understanding will not remain with her. You see? You're not going to keep this if you're just going to disregard it. That's a Sophia. You see? Now you got to seek out this wisdom. Chase it like a woman. Because all brothers experience that. You see that girl you want, and you do everything you can to get her. Just like in movies, they display that constantly. That's what this truth is likened unto. Even music. Music, you know, they sing about a girl. That the real love is this truth. That's why Yahawashi constantly taught. Let's grab this one, man. The water Yahawah BAHASHAM Yahawashi. But Sophia is going to get you into that kingdom, man. Matthew 6:33. But seek ye first the kingdom of God. This is what Yahawashi taught us. And his righteousness. And all these things shall be added unto you. So all that you could desire will be added unto you. These precepts, it's the spirit that allows you to just, rapid fire, really. Psalm 37:4. Delight thyself also in Yahawah BAHASHAM Yahawashi, and he shall give thee the desires of thine heart. So anything you could imagine, man. Living forever, flying, running without getting tired. Whatever your heart desires, the Lord's He's already promised that to his people. That's what we got. You see? And that goes back to us being gods on this earth. We're not from here. It's like Superman. Superman wasn't from Earth. You see? And him using wisdom, he was Clark Kent to you people. You see? Even Bruce Wayne didn't reveal his own secrets, going into like the superhero things. Peter Parker. We're great examples of Peter Parker. We're foolish unto you people. We're a bunch of children to you. The Lord uses the foolish things of this world to confound the wise. Especially younger brothers. You see, we look like we don't know what we're doing or what we're talking about. And then these people stop by and listen. And then they feel like nervous. They start getting them itching ears like that Jake the last week. Just last Thursday when I was out here. He just felt like he needed a dip. And that's why the scriptures tell us what is that? The wicked fleeth when no man pursueth. We're not chasing you people down. We're not here to force this upon you. You see, we're just coming out to the highways and hedges as commanded and teaching for those that are going to receive it. Those that are going to bite the bait and grow. You see? So delight thyself also in Yahawah. This is a beautiful thing. The flesh may try to fucking get in your head, but when we're out here, man, it's true peace. It's truly peaceful. Despite what may happen out here, the Lord has that spirit of peace on us. Sometimes he may have to take it away to see who you are, to test your integrity. But hey, if you study for the test, you will not fail. You see? That's what the wise are doing. They're studying. They're paying attention. They're reading between the lines, because Jake, we just be signing shit. Terms and conditions, whatever. Nah, man, the Lord has a spirit on us to look at all the terms and conditions that comes with this Bible. That's eating the whole roll. Here a little, there a little. The Lord understands we're weak. The flesh is weak. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. That's why it's a constant battle as well. There's many aspects to this battle, the conditions of this battle. There we go. You see, there's many aspects to take when it comes to this battle we're in. But that's what it's always been. Even these 2/3, they're in a battle and they don't even realize it. That's why they come up to us trying to tear us apart, through the spirit, but they can't. And they realize it, and the wicked fleeth when no man pursueth. They walk down the street feeling stupid. And even if they do feel like they did something, guess what? The day that Yahawashi shows up, they're going to realize a prophet has been among them. We'll jump back to Jeremiah 30, as I mentioned earlier. We'll jump back to Jeremiah 30. Let's go back to what I left off with verse 8. And we're just going to read on down, and let's see where the Spirit leads us. Jeremiah 30 verse 8. For it shall come to pass in that day, this is prophecy, spirit of prophecy. For it shall come to pass in that day, saith Yahawah, Lord of hosts, that I will break his yoke from off thy neck, and will burst thy bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves of him. Now the ultimate freedom will come with the kingdom of heaven. That's an aspect you could take. You want freedom? You want to be away from being a wage slave? Hey, seek ye the kingdom of God, and all these things will be added unto you. But it said the Lord broke that yoke off our neck, so now we're technically free. You know, spiritually, a lot of our people are still enslaved to America's doctrines. They've been indoctrinated. But the Lord gave us the option to get on the internet, watch these videos, watch the live streams, write down the verses that brothers are mentioning, type down the verses on your page, whatever we do. The Lord has freed us by using the word. The truth shall set you free. Yahawashi. This truth has set us free, because now our spirit, those strongholds are no longer holding us. You see? So it says, verse 9, but they shall serve Yahawah, their God. And that their God is possessive. This is our God we serve. This isn't your people's God. And David, their king, whom I will raise up unto them. You see? But Yahawashi is still above King David. Don't get it twisted. And King David said it himself. Verse 10. Therefore, fear thou not, O my servant Jacob. So we're not supposed to fear. The Lord did not give us a spirit of fear. You see? Saith the Lord, neither be dismayed, O Israel. So don't be worried. That's when you read that word dismayed, it just means worried. You see, that was one of the first things I had learned with Jeremiah 10. You know, be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. You know, these people are worried about heaven being here on earth, because heaven just represents order. You know, because there is no order on here. And the Spirit just had me look at this stoplight. If, we're in a time where these motherfuckers, they could just disobey the red light, go for it, and get killed. You see? And they're going to be Jakes too, because Jake's ignorant. They have no patience. They don't want to suffer. Because if you're a brother, you're going to hurry up and wait for Yahawah BAHASHAM Yahawashi, which is going to bring me to the next point I'm going to grab after I finish with Jeremiah. Jeremiah 30 and verse 10. Therefore fear thou not, O my servant Jacob, saith Yahawah, neither be dismayed, O Israel. For lo, I will save thee from afar, and thy seed from the land, and thy seed from the land of their captivity, and Jacob shall return, and shall be in rest, and be quiet, and none shall make him afraid. And there you go. We're going to have the kingdom of heaven established at that point. Verse 11. For I am with thee, saith Yahawah, to save thee through his son Yahawashi. He saves. Though I make a full end of all nations, whither I have scattered thee, these other heathen are going to be put out at the end of their rulership and authority over us. And Esau is going to be permanently executed, exiled, gone as a nation after 1,000 years of hardcore slavery. So it says, yet will I not make a full end of thee. So he will not make a full end of the nation of Israel. But I will correct thee and measure. And that's tying back to the spirit of truth, correction. The Lord's going to correct us by installing that heart of flesh and taking out this heart of stone. That heart of stone, it's dead set to go off. Our flesh is dead set to go and do the wrong thing. That's why we're like, nope, I'm going out to camp. I don't care what my flesh thinks. You see? Because that's what we got to make the difference. We got to understand we're not the flesh. And the flesh knows that, so it's trying to hurt your own self. Satan has that authority over the flesh, but Yahawashi has the authority over Satan and the flesh through the Spirit of the Lord. So that's why we can come out here and do what we're doing, and say what we're saying, think what we're thinking. That's us being opened and allowed entrance into that breath of life. You see? And that's constant battle. We got to fight to keep it. You see? Verse 11, for I am with thee, saith Yahawah, to save thee, though I make a full end of all nations, whither I have scattered thee. Nation of Israel was scattered among all nations. That's why we serve them, and that's why our children look like them. And our children's children start looking like the other nations. But through their fathers, they're Israelites. They act like Israelites. They are Israelites because the Lord, you have to be spiritual to see these things. He's revealing it to us. I have scattered thee. Yet will I not make a full end of thee, but I will correct thee in measure, and will not leave thee altogether unpunished. So we still got to go through hell. That's part of it. We still got to make things right with the Lord by allowing him to judge us. You see? And hey, if we show mercy, the Lord will show us mercy. So we can't be hypocrites. You know, when it comes to brothers, you got to show mercy and show love, be compassionate. You see, because just like we're fighting, they're fighting. We don't understand their battle. Brothers go through different battles. Some brothers have a tougher situation than another at a moment, and then the next week, the Lord lifts off that burden off one brother and puts it on another, just to make sure we're straight, to keep reminding us. Because when things are going too good, you could be destroyed. Because you think you got it. You start to get proud. And that's what happened with Esau. The Lord ain't dealing with Esau, so he's a bastard that's proud, lifted up with pride. He ain't going through shit, so he's looking at us like, hey, what the fuck's wrong with him? What's his problem? Why is he out there on the streets crying? You know? Esau don't get it. And there is some of those Edomites that be trying to kiss ass, trying to please the poor, and then they come and try to please us, and then they go and talk shit about us because they seen somebody act stupid at the grocery store. You know, they don't love us. You know, that's why Sirach goes into that. They come crouching. You know, never trust thine enemy. You know, that's what the Lord told us. That's the bottom line of what I'm mentioning. We're not supposed to trust you people. You see, even our own people, we can't even deal with the majority of them. So we just got to try the spirits. But let me grab this one since I've been anxious to get it. Sirach 5 and 7. Make no tarrying to turn to Yahawah, and put not off from day to day. So don't just delay it. I'll read tomorrow. I'll read, maybe later. I'll read this time. I'll study this time. I'll talk to the brother this time. I'll go camp this time. Let me go next week. Let me go. That's a fucking demon, man. So make no tarrying to turn to the Lord. So don't stop. Don't wait. So hurry up, and when I said hurry up and wait earlier, that means to hurry up and start looking out for Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi, being a watchman. Because waiters at restaurants, they're looking, hey, is his glass full? Is this man, does he look displeased with his food? That's just a carnal aspect, but spiritually, we're waiting for Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi by paying attention to prophecy. That's going into Yahawashi being the spirit of prophecy. Yahawashi gave us the task to honor, the task to work with, to labor with. And a form of that labor is coming out here and teaching. We're looking for signs of Yahawashi's return. We're looking for this hour of temptation to occur, so that we can hurry up and get our results if we're, of that number or not, of the elect or not, whatever it may be. Because not every brother is going to be of that 144,000, but to be of the elect is man, that's more than you could ever ask. You see? So, Sirach 5 and 7, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly, and this is the why, this is the reason, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. The Yahawashi's return is described as a day of vengeance. The Son of God is not going to come down and hold everyone's hand. He's going to kill a lot. The Bible says the slain of the Lord shall be many. A lot of you Jakes, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you're going to be killed because you refuse to get right in the eyes of Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi. You refused him. So he's going to show up and refuse you, lest ye repent. And I had a spirit jumped on me. Jake pulled up, Northern Kingdom, Southern Kingdom. Window rolled down. Of course, the woman rolled the window up after I got that message out. But there was another Jake that drove by. The camera may have caught it. He was listening. He was paying attention. You see? But you can hear it all day, but many are called, few are chosen. So we got to hope to be chosen. And it really goes back to the beginning of time. There's many layers to look at this. But, so in your security thou shalt be destroyed, because there is a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof is death. There's a way. You Christians think you got it. Then you come talk to a sincere brother, in the name of Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi, that's teaching in the name and spirit of Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi, and you get confounded. You find out quickly that you don't know what the hell you're talking about. You know, especially with our elders, that's what we're called, to give double honors unto the elders. Those are the men that put us on through the spirit of Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi. The Lord allowed us to meet, you know, whether we met somebody that taught us or seen the videos that taught us. That's the purpose of the internet, so brothers can spread this word quickly. You see, like gasoline, that's what the internet was. The Lord put that gasoline, that internet out there, and boom, brothers started throwing the fire on it, because that's what the Lord wants of us, to be hot, on fire in the spirit. Not to be cold. You know, no, actually, he wants you to be cold or hot. So if you're somebody that's cold, you know, hey, it was never for you. If you're hot, hey, that's good. But if you're lukewarm, you're a double-minded man. And guess what? You're unstable. You don't have Yahawashi on you, the spirit on you. And that's why you got to fight, man, because sometimes you be catching yourself slipping. But like the scriptures say, a just man falleth 7 times and gets back up. That's the point. Get up. Every morning, that's another chance to fight. In the day of vengeance, Yahawashi's return, man. We'll drop that. You know, we made the point. Let's jump to Isaiah 55. Verse 6. Seek ye Yahawah while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts. Because that's how every action plays out, is through your thoughts. You have to think it to do it. Everything that you do in this life is started up in your spirit, your brain, your lob, your heart. It says, let the wicked forsake his way. So, hey, abandon your wickedness by learning what righteousness is. And the unrighteous man, his thoughts, and let him return unto Yahawah. That's the way of repentance, is returning. And he will have mercy upon him and to our God, for he will abundantly pardon. Because there's so many things the Lord has found us guilty of. But hey, if he is willing to accept your request, your begging, your request to be saved, hey, he's gonna abundantly pardon. He's gonna wipe your slate clean. Because guess what? His son honored him, and that's who you come out here to serve. His son, Yahawashi. Verse 8. We'll leave it at that. Verse 8. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith Yahawah. Because some jakes be acting like that. Oh, you would forgive so-and-so? Oh, I could never. Oh, you would do this? Oh, I could never. Well, what makes you so sure that you're teaching the truth? Oh, man, that's not it, man. I don't believe in that. That they lack faith. You know, they lack confidence in the Lord. They lack trust in the Lord. But what they don't lack is their wickedness. They don't lack worship of Satan. Because worshiping Satan goes deeper than just going into a temple, you know, blah, blah, blah. You're Satan worshippers if you're not with Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi. Let's put it that way. Because the Lord is not the author of confusion. He didn't say you could come in, you have to come in through Yahawashi, which is a door, and then he's going to open up a window for you to let your people in. No. You have to come in through the doorkeeper, basically Yahawashi. Yahawashi is allowing brothers to come into the faith. And anyone that's outside of the, hey, like what did Chris Brown say in that song? I don't see how you can hate from outside of the club. You can't even get in. That's the spirit. I don't see how you 2/3 could be hating. You couldn't get this even if you wanted it. You know? Hey, for my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are my ways your ways, saith the Lord. So Yahweh's not like you people, and guess what? His men that he's revealing his ways to, that are learning to please him and keep his ways, they're the ones that aren't going to be understood on this side. You know, we're not understood. We're misunderstood. We're going to be mislabeled. We're already mislabeled and mistreated. You know, before we even came into the truth, we were mistreated and mislabeled and misjudged. You know, everything misunderstood. But now that we have a purpose, now that we know why we're always being mistreated, oh man, now we're hurrying up and waiting for Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi. We're like, oh, this makes total sense. I love it. You know, and that's why it's sweet and it's also bitter, because you ain't always gonna love every second, every moment, but you understand why. You start learning why you had to go through pain. You start learning to love the pain. You have a good relationship with suffering because you're enduring. That the Lord gave you a strong warrior spirit, gabar. You know, we're soldiers for Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi. You see? Let's grab this last precept and we'll wrap it up. Ecclesiastes chapter 11, verse 5. As thou knowest not what is the way of the Spirit, nor how could the bones do grow in the womb of her that is with child, even so thou knowest not the works of God who maketh all. And there you go. Y'all don't understand what y'all doing. Especially when y'all scoff. Y'all have no idea what you're doing. And that's why we're here. We're waiting to see it play out. I'm waiting for the day Yahawashi shows up and destroys you. You see? And gathers the ones that are out here. You know? That are out here doing the works. So, Lord willing, this lesson has been edifying. I would like to go ahead and close out by giving all honor, glory, and praise to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi, BAHASHAM, Rawchaa, Qadash. Double honors unto the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. SHALAWAM to the elect of the nation of Israel.